issue that's really key to folks in the room today, and that is the performance of our K-12 schools, and particularly with the scores that came out a couple of weeks ago, the same test compared against Massachusetts schools, and the results in Rhode Island were not inspiring, just to put it mildly. So the question, you hear about teaching to the standards and teaching to the test and uniform curriculum and the like. What do you think, in your opinion, is the single biggest impediment to teaching to the standard, which is what they have done successfully in Massachusetts?
Well, thank you for that question. I mean, it's a very important question. I'll give you my thoughts. Unfortunately, I know I don't have the answer. I'm not an educator. I'm an attorney by trade. I've been asking myself for 12 years why our students don't compete with other states as successfully as they can, and what the answer is. So I'm going to ultimately leave that solution to the folks at the Department of Education, but my thoughts are, and this is based on my observations over the years as starts and stops and different policies. My thoughts are that we have to commit to excellence, that we have to have a standard in place, a curriculum in place, and we are doing that. Representative Greg Moy has been instrumental in working as a liaison between the House and Rhode and getting an education policy that the citizens of Rhode Island will be very proud of. We need a curriculum, we need a standard, we need a commitment to implementing that over a long period of time. And you need benchmarks along the way. When we try to put a graduation requirement in place several years back, it was effective this year. You're going to have to pass a graduation test. If you don't pass it, you don't graduate. The public was very concerned with that. I think you need benchmarks along the way, and I think you have to make sure our children are ready for that test at graduation time, and that will be measured over a period of time. So we need a policy that we actually stick to, but you have to address a lot of different issues, in my opinion. Discipline in schools, we just had the problem in Warren. The kids all of the kids, the children in that school, are not going to be able to properly learn if you don't have the right environment for it. So that's something that we have to make sure that we address and have in place for our kids. You have to have the right curriculum. You have to make sure that in this mobile society, when children move from one town to another, that the curriculum is roughly the same so that they're not left too far behind. So all of these things have to become together. It requires planning today so that at some point in the future, we meet a very high standard as Massachusetts has. Now, let me say this. After saying all that, we are measuring ourselves against probably the best in the country. So Rhode Island is not atrocious. We're just not as good as we should be. I believe we measure somewhere around the middle if you look nationwide. But Massachusetts should be our standard, and our children should do as well as Massachusetts on standardized testing. So whatever the policy should be, and Neil Steinberg and the Rhode Island Foundation, I want to absolutely give him a shout out. They're putting a great group of people together, and they're tackling this education problem. I think all of our expertise at RIDE has to come into play. Our union leaders, because labor is an asset in this equation, not an impediment. I'm sure every teacher that goes to work wants to make sure our children are learning, and they want to do a good job, but they can't do a good job if the environment's not correct, and the curriculum's not correct, and the policy's not correct. So everything has to come together. And the state of Rhode Island really has to commit to it, and we all have to put some skin in the game and be willing to make some tough decisions. That's not always easy to do, but when I leave it to the Rhode Island Foundation with their great leadership on most issues, pull everybody together and let's get the job done for our children. So that in 10 years, when I'm looking at, and I'm reading this in the paper and there's a different panel up here, I can be very proud of the work that we started today.
Do you imagine that under your leadership this year, there will be a significant piece of education reform legislation that addresses this issue around adherence to the standards?
I absolutely hope that we will do something this year, whether it originates in Rhode, whether it's in the General Assembly, we will see. But the expertise all resides in Rhode. We have to work very collaboratively with the Department of Education in order to come up with a policy and work together to implement it. So yes, I foresee working very closely with the Senate, working very closely with Rhode, and all of the stakeholders, all of the interested parties in getting something done so we can set some long-term goals, stick to them as Massachusetts did, and really do what we should be doing for our children.